Doctor says, Doctor says, oh, Doctor says, Doctor says, Doctor says. I just wanted to get that out of my system. Hello and welcome to another Popcorn Club. This week we went to see Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Good. A film all about monkeys.
Apes.
Monkey-tastic. Stop. Monkey time.
Don't think that's a thing. Turns out that the same virus that gave monkeys their super special strength and power also was deadly to humans. So the human race is somewhat on its last legs. The apes have been living in Muir Woods for the last 10 years or so. The humans who are left in San Francisco are running out of power, and there's a dam up by the woods.
But it's where the monkeys live.
Exactly, so they need to get there. So the humans come back and encroach on monkey land, and fun ensues. The film starts with 15 minutes of world building of the sort of ape civilization.
There's lots of this.
And it's all very well realised for what is essentially CGI apes talking in sign language with subtitles.
This film for me is similar to how I feel about Godzilla in that the monkeys aspect part of it, the apes, are really well done. So they're brilliantly realised in terms of CGI, like fabulous work there. Andy Serkis has done a wonderful motion capture job yet again. Brilliant emotions and performances from all of the ape characters, and their actual characters are written really well fleshed out. You really understand their motivations, and it's completely believable from that respect. But the humans, similar in Godzilla, I mean, it's just like nothing. Some of them are completely superfluous to requirements.
Yes, the CGI characters are more well realised than the human characters, but the film is predominantly about the CGI characters. The whole plot of the film comes out of what's happening with the apes themselves, and it's not like Godzilla where they were just, there was no way into understanding the person and the emotion behind the monster. That's just who they were.
I thought they did a good job of that though.
There were snippets of that in Godzilla, but this film, you spend 75% of the film with the apes. The bookend of the film is the camera tight on the eyes of Caesar. The emotion that comes from that, and the difference between kind of at the beginning of the film where he's this brave, almost bold leader, and at the end of the film where you can almost kind of see the confusion and hurt behind those just what are essentially CGI eyes. The film is about them, and the humans are just the side characters.
It is all about the apes, and the ape part is better. I guess you get more from that than if you just looked at the monster part of Godzilla. However, for me, the human aspect of the ape tale is the main conflict, and so it has quite a big role to play in the story. And the fact that it's so two-dimensional while the apes are so strong, it just pulls the whole thing down for me. Whereas in Godzilla, you could kind of put any humans in there and the conflict would still be the same, because the monsters are the big thing, causing the problem themselves. And so actually, for me, I'm just interested in the monster action, and the fact that the humans weren't particularly fleshed out was just less of a distraction than it was in this one.
The central conflict is between these worldviews of Caesar, who was kind of lived and been brought up by humans from the first film, and Koba, who was experimented on and believes that humankind causes nothing but trouble.
So for that to be completely successful, for me, there has to be an element of believability in the relationship that you see Caesar have with the human characters. And I was getting that from Caesar, because the apes, as I say, were great in the film, but the human side of that relationship was weak. There's an interaction there that has to be strong for that to be ultimately successful. So in terms of popcorns, I'm giving it the same score as I gave Godzilla, as I think it's equally as good. 8 popcorns. I think it's really strong. A few similar flaws to Godzilla in that the human characters aren't well rounded, but yeah, brilliant monkey business.
It's made me in some way reevaluate my thoughts on Godzilla I think it's a much better film ultimately than Godzilla. I think it still has, like you were saying, I'm not disagreeing, it still has similar issues in that the human characters aren't as well realised. It's not such a big issue in this film. I think Jason Clarke's character has enough to do and isn't interesting enough, and his relationship with Caesar that he has is still interesting. I think
Caesar is interesting. I think he doesn't.
The bit at the end of the film where he has that conversation with them and they kind of realise that no matter what they tried, no matter how hard they tried to stop it, that war is coming, and they kind of put their heads together. And you get both sides and you feel both sides, and they both feel equal in that moment.
Can't we all just get along?
But ultimately, I think it's 8.5. I can't remember what I said for Godzilla. I think I might have said 9.
I don't care. You've given it half a popcorn.
But I'm giving it 8.5.
Next week, we're going to go and see... Oh my God, we're going to go and
Nicolas
see
Cage.
I hate Nicolas Cage, as you will find out next week. Tune in next week if you enjoy me ranting about things. And by things, I mean Nicolas Cage. In the meantime, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and all those links in the description box below, and subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you haven't already, because you should really get on with that. We've been doing this a while now. Where have you been? See you next time. Bye! Ooh, weird wave. I hate every ape I see, from chimpanzee to chimpanzee. No, you'll never make a monkey out of me. Oh my God, I was wrong. It was Earth all along. You finally made a monkey out of me. I love you, Dr.